For NJ Advanced Media, I am Connor Hughes. Well, the New York Jets made the highly unanticipated decision on Monday to start quarterback Josh McCown to begin the season. The three-man wide-open quarterback competition is officially over. They're going with the 38-year-old veteran. And, you know, the big question coming out of this really is centered around Christian Hackenberg. You know, this was a guy that the Jets clearly gave every opportunity to win the starting job, to take it away from the veteran that everybody knows who he is in McCown and be the starter and potentially show that he can be this team's franchise quarterback in their first really since Joe Namath. And despite having two preseason starts, despite out-repping the other two guys in training camp throughout this entire summer, Christian dropped the ball and he didn't show enough to make the coaches feel confident in starting him to start this season. And really what the tide is now turning on is basically should fans and should the Jets be concerned right now about the development of Hackenberg? You know, should they be nervous or upset about where he is here in his second year? And in my opinion, I think you should be maybe a little upset that your second-round pick theoretically isn't even ready to step foot on the field. But when you talk about Christian Hackenberg, the prospect, it should be what you expected. You know, what a lot of people need to remember here is that Christian Hackenberg, when he came out of college at Penn State, was viewed as a potentially four-year project player. He was a guy that had all the physical talent in the world, which throughout OTAs, minicamp, and training camp we have seen. But when it came to the ability to play the quarterback, read a defense, dissect a pass rush, get from your first read to your second to your third, he was way behind the eight ball. He needed a lot of work there. What we've seen from Christian through that first year is that he has made strides from rookie year to year two, but he's just not ready to start. And when you're talking about a three-year project and you're just in year two of that three-year project, you still want to say, okay, we'll see what he can look like in year three. Now, when you look across the league and you look at second-round picks and how those second-round picks and other teams have played and the fact that a lot of those guys are starting or at least being given opportunities to start, look at Deshaun Kaiser, the guy the Browns just named their starting quarterback. A couple years ago, you had Derek Carr. I mean, there are countless names you could run down here. Yes, there are some concerns where you're saying, well, why the heck can't Christian Hackenberg play? But what you need to remember here as well is that Christian Hackenberg wasn't the guy who drafted Christian Hackenberg in the second round. You know, Christian, for many scouts, was viewed as a fourth, fifth-round player, and the Jets reached for him in the second round. That's not Christian Hackenberg's fault. That's the Jets' fault for reaching. So you can't really blame Christian Hackenberg for not being ready to play as a second-round pick. You just want to put the criticism on the Jets for drafting a guy in the second round who, to this point, is not ready to play. So, you know, are the Jets worried with his progress? I'd say they're a little upset at the fact that he's not ready to play when they gave him so many opportunities to show he could. But at the end of the day, look, this is a guy that many people thought needed 3 years to develop, and this is only year two. For NJ Advanced Media, I'm Connor Hughes.